All right, guys, welcome back. Chief Kirk for Kravology. Happy New Year. I'm glad to be back. One of the things I did over the New Year was I thought about what are some of the requests I get consistently throughout the year, and I thought about last year, obviously, 2019. Here's something that came up over and over again. This concept of we like the Kravology videos. Some of them, or many of them, are really advanced. What about those of us that are still in sort of a level 1 or level 2 or a beginner mode? Can you do something for us? So I'm going to do a multi-part series starting today, and we're going to talk about some of the deeper concepts of what we think of as beginner techniques, although these techniques to save your life as well as any other. So stay with me, you're going to like this. All right, so as you can see, I brought James in. We're going to talk today about elements of the defense that Krav Maga makes when we have a two-handed choke from the front. And so James is going to choke me. The first thing I want to talk about with you, is how we pluck. And a lot of people don't understand when we pluck, we use speed and leverage at 90 degrees. Hopefully you know what that means. But when I come into pluck, I want to get deep. I want to get so deep that ideally I can connect with my wrist. Because if I get below my wrist, I find a point of failure. And if I get into my fingers, I find a point of failure as well. So by going to the wrist, it makes me stronger. It connects my body more. And it also allows me to make plucks that I couldn't otherwise make. I'll address that in a second. So James is going to choke me. I'm just going to show you how deep I go. And I make kind of a small motion. So I'm in this position. Not going to do the feet yet. Go ahead. I'm coming in. I'm coming as deep as I can. Coming back to this position with my wrist. And you can see that that's where I end up. I hope you're getting that. So not here, but here. That is by far the most powerful way that you can pluck. Here's an issue to consider. If you're ever in class and someone's choking you and you pluck and you can't make your pluck, it's because your partner knows what you're going to do and they're adjusting their angle and their power to defeat your pluck. And in a class recently, someone said, I can't make the pluck. And I said, if you do it with your wrist, even if they try to adjust, you can still defeat them. So what I mean is, James is going to choke me. And as I come up to make the pluck, right here with my hands, you kind of know what to do. So he's going to defeat my pluck. I'm going to go like this. I'm not going to be able to get him down, right? So if I use my wrist, it doesn't matter. By the time I drop my elbows, the pluck is made. Don't let me pluck, okay? You got it? Don't pluck. Watch me drop my elbows. So when I drop my elbows, the hands roll off regardless, right? So if you're an instructor, make sure your students know when they're plucking, if they're not successful but they're doing it properly, their partner's just adjusting based on what they know the defender's going to do. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, so now I'm in a position where I'm going to show you the pluck, but I want you to understand that there's a powerful connection between the thing you're doing with your arms, typically in defense, and what you're doing with your feet. So you have to connect those two things together almost at all times. So I'm going to make the pluck. As I go in and make the pluck, I'm going to shift my weight to my right foot and then back to my left foot and stomp. And that energy is going to come up through my body, and I'm going to press my chest and hips forward. Right? That'll release my kick, which I'm not going to do now. So that looks like this. I'm in, and I make this motion. So to begin this process, connect the thing you're doing with your arms in particular with the feet in the ground and the shifting of the weight and what you're doing. And ensure that that connection and the timing of the connection is good. And then begin to understand the little nuance associated with the technique that can help you substantially. In this case, it's trying to pluck as deep as you can with your wrists. We'll have more next week. Until next time, walk in peace.